Are you listening to me, Ralph Paglia? Okay, are you listening? Because there was a time when you and I, really, when we first met, you and I had a little bit of an argument publicly about social media and how it's used and what the best practices are. I didn't forget. I know it's been 4 or 5 years, but I still remember exactly what we said. I'm going to be calling you out on it. If things haven't changed, if you're not just on top on board with social media the way it's supposed to be done, I'm going to call you out. And I say this in jest because I do follow Ralph, and he does do things pretty amazingly right now. He's a master of social media. I feel challenged by him, so it should be fun. We're going to be having a nice reunion of sorts, discussing it further, and it's going to be a very open conversation. I'm sure we'll agree quite a bit more, but man, talk about the potential for fireworks. If you're out of line, I'm calling you on it. If I'm out of line, bring it. Call me on it. I'm ready.
I'll tell you again, this is Sean B. Bradley, and I had the pleasure to be the host of the Synergy Sessions when this all went down, Ralph and JD Part 1, and I got to tell you, I've seriously, all kidding aside, JD, I have people that have asked me, oh, really, they're going to be speaking again? Was that rehearsed? Like, no, that was real. Just tell people for the record, that wasn't rehearsed back then.
that wasn't rehearsed. I'll tell you real quick what happened. Ralph gave his presentation. I was supposed to go give my presentation on social media. I said, you know what, I want to play fair. Ralph, if you could just come up to the front, let's talk together, because I don't want to be the guy that followed you and then attacked. And we had a very amazing discussion. I mean, it really was a very strong
debate.
It was a debate. It was a debate. I think that now we're probably more in line because we've seen some. We both improved. I've changed some of my techniques. He's changed some of his techniques. But at the end of the day, we're pretty much aligned when it comes to the idea that social media is important. There may be some differences in how we perceive what dealers should do from a social media perspective. So I do encourage you, if you get the opportunity, come check us out, because I think I'm not going to say there's going to be fireworks, but you never know what happens when you get me and Ralph in the same room together talking about the same subject.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to Internet Sales 20 Group October 23rd, 24th, 25th, Chicago. JD Rucker, thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks, Sean.